How's everyone doing this Saturday morning? Is all fresh and well this morning? It's it's double game week 31 this week. Of course, the only two teams that have a double game week this week are Burnley and Everton this week. Yeah. Of course, there was no Premier League last weekend because of the international break. Of course. And just check the team. Of course, so this is FC Thunderbolts. We played the free hit, so we'll have to go Kiko back Lopez. 107, great score. I have really good score. Match this morning. Ramsdale's good. Not for this week though, to be fair, but you do have to hate us, so that's fine. Best luck to best luck to you today, Kiko. I was doing completely the wrong thing. Yeah, so Cancelo, Robertson, so there was no Premier League matches last weekend because of the international break. Roja and all pretty good. It's one of those things. Of course, you've got the three Burnley players in place. Of course, as you know, last week was my birth week, as you all know. But of course, this week, I haven't been feeling the best this week. I've been coughing all week. Had a cold as well. This is his 30 season. Yeah, because last Saturday. I should have wore tracksuit bottoms last Saturday. Yeah, so that's how I had the cold. Yeah, it didn't do great last week. Greenwood obviously you shouldn't have in your team. Your man said thanks. There's a lot of injured players as well in there. You're very welcome, pal. I would help this team. I think the only advice I can give is to play the wild card, to be honest. So my last game. So a great team. So my last game week, I had I think it was 64 points. Yeah, 64 points. If you send me your team ID again, then I'll try and enter it in. But, I check my team. For the last game week. These chats there. Have you ever been a ball boy? I have. Never in a professional game or anything like that, but I have. Yeah, not regularly, but I have done it once. Yeah, so the last game, Sarah only got me 1 point for Wolves. Mings only got me 1 point for Villa. How important is a good goalkeeper? Sice only got 1 point. In a double game week, if you don't have a keeper, Wegelon got 2. Yeah. I don't know. Tillerman's only got me 2. Really Saka got me 11. Harry Barnes got me 5. Son got me 15. If you really don't have any Lacazette, only 2. Harry Kane got me 26 because I had him as captain as well, so that was 13. Extra 13 because I had him as captain. And of course, the big disappointment was Jimenez getting sent off. When he got sent off against Leeds, which he got me a -2. Yeah, so the free hit at least is better than 26. 64 points. It's not too bad, but what's happening? Over the free hit chips this season. I picked up over the first free hit chip. I got 60 points. The second free hit chip I got 64. To be fair, I would take that, but it could have been better. But it is what it is. I'm not really too interested in getting involved in Twitter. It's not really my. It is what it is. I mean, I might change my mind in the future. It's not like I'm anti-Twitter. Yeah, so my captain at the moment is Salah. Fortunately, you can't see because it's blocked, but Salah is my captain this week. I haven't made any transfers this week. I only have one free transfer. actually going to change that, actually.
Not really my thing. I mean, YouTube is social media, so that sounds stupid, but I like making YouTube videos and stuff, but posting photos and stuff is just not really my thing.
To the game now.
That's not me since I became Max. I can think you can't read my comments. I can. He's got a Greenwood.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's not really a laughing matter.
The game.
Sorry,
it's being changed now.
18409. 18409. Okay. I think you said 499 by accident.
Gaming.
Yeah,
so
if this is a dead team,
my team at the moment, as I said, I haven't made any transfers. Ramsdale go, Cancelo, Rudiger, Trent, Dawson, Jerbone, Kulusevski, Rafinha,
I'm really sorry for you.
Salah's my captain.
I can see your messages.
Lacazette.
Hi, you didn't check my team.
Belcourt is my vice captain because he has a double game week. There's no point in putting him as captain because
sorry about that. Really sorry about that. Yeah, and everyone make sure.
And that's the problem because he let me down the last time.
Let's look at this.
He sold her Dubravka.
I became Max's team, I'm pretty sure.
Emil Smith Rowe.
Again, you've got the same
Lucas Dean.
I don't think it's too big a problem.
Joshua King. That's my bench. I could make a late transfer. Definitely not getting rid of
Coutinho, Son, Saka again.
Ramsdale. I think I'm still going to keep him. I could get rid of Dubravka. Could happen last minute. Who knows?
Kane and Rojo again is also fairly.
Could happen last minute today.
Again, it is a really solid team.
Yeah. So Ramsdale might not play. He could be a doubt for Monday away at Palace.
Around game week 6, 7.
And Trent has come back to training this week, but of course Klopp might not risk him today because Liverpool got big games coming up.
Then I can review it for you.
In the Champions League as well, so he could rest Trent today.
Then I should probably
that could happen.
Genius Gamer says, "Hey, hello, Genius."
Jerbone.
We
don't know what the story is.
4372. Turning the memory.
Yeah. So Trent and Jerbone don't play. Smith Rowe and Lucas Day could be coming off my bench. Who knows?
We've got Adnan's team here. 48 from last game.
Yeah, and the only team I'm not captain
this is it.
Belcourt because
again, I think it's all right.
Number one, he's got Man City at home, and Man City don't concede that many goals.
And Ramsey's not bad at all. Lacazette and you've got
number two, he could deliver against Everton.
To give transfer suggestions.
Yeah, but I think Salah
be a Chelsea defender or a City defender.
Could get
probably in for someone like an Amartey or a Slice.
2 to 3 goals against Watford today.
I don't think you need to get them, but it would be cool if you could try and get them in.
Because I think Liverpool
Zodiac says it won't let me put in my code.
will beat Watford today.
What place you're on my mini,
so Salah could score big today.
I think Max says, yeah, that's my team.
Of course.
Peter says Kane out for Salah. No, that's really tough. I think Kane's so good, but so Salah.
Yeah.
If there's any other way of getting Salah, then I would try and do that other way because Kane and Salah are the two best players in my opinion.
Yeah. Of course,
for free, then maybe,
Everton haven't won away match since August. I think that was away at Brighton.
I'm going to bank the transfers as IDK Max.
Would you believe it or not? I'm going to check their fixtures anyway.
This is like a customer service helpline. Hopefully it's more enjoyable than that. I've done customer service.
Everton.
It's so boring. Calling them up or trying to get.
Fancy.
IBD Max is kind of free hitting 32. I feel like 33 is probably a bit better. We've got a lot of chats that just came in there. Brian says, "Hi mate, who would you rather have between Cancelo and James over the next 3 weeks?" Probably Reece James. 30147. Can you check my team? Sure. 30147. Okay, 66 points last week.
I want to check now.
Again, the same goalkeeper situation with me. I don't think it's too big a problem, like I've said so many times this stream. I'm glad lots of people have the same problem as me as well. I don't know, it just makes me feel a bit more like my goalkeeper situation isn't too bad. And it really isn't, to be honest. Tierney, Size, and Amartey's not that bad either. With Robertson on the bench, that's great. Saka, Son, Rafinha, Kulusevski, and Barnes are in there. Kane and Jimenez. The priority for me would be to get Salah in. I don't really know
Yeah.
if you'd be able to afford it or whether you need to make any big changes.
Wow.
Try and get Salah in, and then maybe a Chelsea or a City defender. That's how I would
wow.
Let me try and get to all of these. And that says, yeah, Big Tyson and Trent.
Wow. Yeah. They haven't won a away game since August. And that's their only away victory of the season. Go ahead, Brian. Who would have thought of that? Only one away victory in the Premier League this year for Everton.
Okay, we found the team. Salah's decent.
So they will lose away at West Ham, and then they will lose away at Burnley. They're in trouble.
Rafinha, Madison again is nice. Long term is really good.
They're in big trouble. This year.
Havertz and James. That's pretty good. I like that as well. 2 Chelsea players on the bench. I think that's a fairly solid team. If I were to make a transfer this week, bringing Cancelo in.
Check who the players have. Robertson has Palace away. Of course, as I said, he could be a doubt. Cancelo has Burnley away. Rudiger has Brentford at home.
How do I get my codes? Is DNF. So if you
Trent has Watford at home.
If you scroll to the top,
Dawson has Everton at home. His teammate Jerbone has Everton at home. Kulusevski has Newcastle at home. Rafinha has Southampton at home. Mo Salah as my captain has Watford at home. Lacazette has Palace away. Belcourt has my vice captain Man City at home. And Everton at home.
Sure. This is my mini league. So if I look for a team of Coolio 24718, then I might be able to find it. But I don't really know whether you're in my mini league. So yeah, can you let me know in the chat if you're in my mini league, please? And then that would be awesome. And then
Kent's mini league.
Yeah, if you're in my mini league and what position you're in. Okay, I found it. You're in the new entries in the mini league. Here we go.
The new entries of the mini league.
What week should we select?
Yeah, if you have any questions about your team, you got until 11 o'clock this morning.
I'm going to look at all
of course,
give me
after today, it'll be only 6 game weeks. 7 game weeks left.
Madison, Saka's pretty good as well.
Well, 6 after today.
My league is in the description down below. Should be somewhere there. There's also
Of course, this will be the last time.
Antonio, San Maxima, and Kane.
On Mr. Bernardi's page on TikTok. Then I'll be on a new one next season.
I think it's a decent team.
It will be FPL Bernardi next season.
And yeah, remove Neves, I guess. But other than that, there aren't too many things I would want to change. Is Salah still essential? He hasn't looked himself since the AFCON final. I think he is still essential, yeah, in my opinion. Jack says 47091. No, sorry, 479091. 479.
479.
This is Jack. Okay, we found the team. Saar, Reguilon, Cash, Saiz is pretty good. Son, Rafinha, Saka, Kulusevski, Lacazette, Jimenez, Broha, with Ramsdale, Salah, Alexander-Arnold, and Rudiger on the bench. What would I do with this team? You've got a Rudiger there already. That is good. A Chelsea defender, sorry. So, yeah. I guess a City defender in.
Yeah, so Ramsdale's not in the team sheet.
But I don't think you need to sell anything midfielder. So probably just
Leno.
a City defender in. And maybe move Jimenez on to a cheaper forward.
Leno, Cedric, Ben White, Gabriel, Turney, Party, Saka,
it depends if you think
Saka, Odegaard,
but if not, then probably not.
Martinelli,
-4 is pretty big for a goalkeeper.
and Lacazette.
What's the go to your league? I think I've answered that one. Brian
Villa.
says,
I can see Villa beating Wolves. Don't forget that was what do you call it? A mad game earlier in the season when Villa were actually winning 2-0 and Wolves came back to win 3-2.
Yeah,
that was a mad game.
47 people
for the season.
50 people. Thanks everyone. Make sure that the like button and the
for Villa.
everyone.
Martinez, Cash, Ponce, Mings.
We looked at Jack's team.
Lucas Dean could be back in the team today.
No, I don't think I will. This is not my team, by the way.
Could be back in the team today, Beretta.
So Triple B says, worried about my keeper. Same as yours. 942693. 942693.
John McLean.
942693.
Douglas Lewis.
3.
Jacob Ramsey.
United? I don't.
Coutinho. Watkins.
This is your team from game week 30. Ramsdale and goal.
Brentford.
Dubravka. Yeah, that's the same situation as me, like you said.
I don't know. To be honest.
Marty, Doherty, and Cody. You've got Trent on the bench. I think the
priority is
probably to move on the defenders and try to get a Chelsea and a
that guy beginning with A.
Ramsey, Kulusevski, Saka,
J-E-R.
with Salah again is great. And Kane. Salah and Kane are both which is massive for your team. Jimenez on to a cheaper forward as well, like I mentioned earlier with the team just from before this. Who scored
that goal against Liverpool, I think?
Maybe just try to catch
that
up.
Defender.
Do you think Manchester United has a rotation risk for game
33? Yeah, I don't know all of their players' names, to be honest with you, because they're foreign.
As they got 2 times Europa matches with 3 days in between.
Ericsson could be starting.
Top 6 in the Prem. Their main focus is going to be on Europe. They could definitely be rotated. That is definitely true.
Breno.
Worth it for -4. Don't think it is.
I would totally. And that guy who scored a goal against Arsenal in the first game.
What would you do? Still
Season.
Okay.
We won't mention about Brighton.
So this is my mini league, I think. Is this my mini league? No, it's not. Let me just try and find my mini league. Can't find my mini league.
Oh Jesus! You can't find this mini league. Oh shit!
Let's just go through the leagues.
Oh baby.
FBO captain.
Just
so
run
you're
through
in the
all.
new members of the league, and
Alonso could be starting today. To play for.
Let me just try and find that.
Because I can't win the league.
Okay, we found it here. Tika Mosala, nice. Game week 30. 31 points. Ramsdale, Alexander Arnold, Doherty, Saiss. Thiago Silva, Rudiger on the bench is pretty decent though. Martinelli, Kulusevski, Coutinho, Rafinha, Jimenez, Kane, Broha. The priority is for me a City defender and removing Jimenez. I think it's pretty much the same for everyone this week, but I think that is nice. Where were we in the chat though? Shahid says Ramsdale's a poke and
it says Trent might not be playing today.
I like that. Fraser to Martinelli is also good on the wild card. Would you take a hit to do Saiss to James and Trent to Robbo?
Mane might not be starting either. Mane could be on the bench.
I would do Saiss to James. I'd probably. I mean, yes,
Mane could be on the bench.
It's great. If not, it is a bit risky. It is very risky, but yeah, I think you could do it definitely. Sidemade Clip says play 2 of Weghorst, me, Adams, Martinelli have Saka in already. In the 11 already. So I would play Weghorst and I would play.
For us against Leicester.
Okay,
go.
Andrew says 21613.
Wildcard Fran, Maguire.
Yeah, if you've got the wildcard 34.
Shaw, Fred, Matomley, Elanga, Fernandez, Sancho, and Ronaldo front.
216138. Schmeichel, Doherty, Cash, Robertson, Coutinho, Son, Salah, Saka, Kulusevski, Juan, Jimenez. Looks good. I like that transfer plan. That sounds good. And yeah, probably removing Jimenez as well is good. Other than that, though, like you said yourself, your team's really good. I think getting Kane in would be nice as well, but I think it is pretty difficult. You do already have quite a couple of expensive players. If you could get Kane in, that would be awesome, but I don't think you can. And I don't think you necessarily need to, but it would be nice. Yeah. Fine stream. What should I do with my team? 3-3-4.
3-3-4.
3-3-4-5-5-3-0.
Let me know who you're captaining this week.
3-3-4-5-5-3-0.
Let me know in the comments.
And yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Let's try to hit 1,700 before the deadline. And like I said earlier, if we get 2,000 subscribers during the stream, which won't happen, I will captain Ramsdale.
Ramsdale,
that was the challenge set by the viewers. I said that if I get 2,000, I'll captain Rudiger, and then everyone else said captain Ramsdale. So sure, I will do that.
Captain Ramsdale, oh holy God!
I can captain anyone really.
Holy God!
let's look at this then. This is the team. I think this is the team. I like this team actually. It looks good. You've got Kane, you've got Salah. Yeah, I think the priorities, like are with most teams, is just I guess to get a Chelsea or a City defender in, and then maybe somewhere else to afford that. But I think in general that looks like a really solid team going forward. Digne is probably the one I would sell. And then maybe downgrade someone like a Sam Maximan or something like that, and then you should be able to afford it. I don't think that the goalkeeper situation is too big of a problem. We'll just start Reguilon or Trent. Trent.
Yeah, but Trent might not be playing today.
Reguilon will come off the bench, so I think that's what
I would. Of course.
Reguilon will probably come off the bench for Trent, but I would just take the risk and start Trent. We're gonna lose track of the chat, so let me just go through these really quickly. Thank you, mate. Doing well, give me 31 and told you I would give Matt Gordon good luck. Triple B says thank you, no problem. Ryan says surely they will score 6 points with Cancelo between now and 34. I got him in already, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Other phone?
Yeah, I think he probably will. Sidemen clips is I really like how you say Reguilon. Is that a real way of saying it? I have no idea. Zodiac says, so Jimenez the fake horse that says to someone, my thought is Jimenez the fake horse that continues to Havertz. Jimenez the fake horse that says to someone. Jimenez the fake horse is good. Says to someone, my thought is Jimenez the fake horse that continue to Havertz. That's also fun. Yeah, both of those are good. Both of those are definitely good. Yeah, both of those are completely fine. I think, yeah, if you want to go with the second one, go with the second one as well. Adam says 1.1 million in the bank, building towards game week 36 bench boost. Free hit game week 33 and 2 free transfers this week. Any players or teams to maybe target? 106
maybe target
4783. 106 4783. This is quite a tiring way to do this stream actually. I didn't really think so, but I'm just like going through all the teams. I'm really tired as well.
Through your team?
You can probably tell, but I'm doing my best. So yeah.
I think everyone does their best these days.
We've got a lot of people in the chat. Maybe that's why. I like this team. What would I do to prepare long term? Cancelo and maybe another Chelsea defender, I think, are the two that I would say. And maybe Havertz or Foden as well. They're all really good long term picks. Lynn says hello from Ghana. Hello.
Wow.
Ghana. Hello to
Ghana,
everyone
yeah.
from all around the world in the live chat down below.
Mad
Mudokolo says 104,883. This is an interesting way of doing the stream. I don't think it's actually this that's tired me out. I just am tired, and there's a lot of chats, like double usual. We usually get about 20 viewers. In fact, like
20 viewers.
Recently it's been about 10 viewers per stream, so 50 is insane. Thanks everyone. Van Dijk's good this week, have to say, with the absence of Trent and stuff. He's quite nailed on. He's a good option.
Good option.
Van Dijk option as well. Size Doherty's good. Son,
Size Doherty is good.
Saka, Barnes is good. Kane and Lacazette is also good. Adams on the bench. Rudiger on the bench is massive because he's going to be a good option long term. Again, I actually really like this team. Yeah, I think it's a very solid team. The priorities are probably Cancelo in defence. And yeah, I think just Cancelo in defence for this game week for me. I think that looks like a really solid team. Bro, TH James, if you're wildcarding 34, yes. If you're not, then no. Peter Ball says Jota or Salah this game week. Salah for me. Josh says 224-5482. 224-5482. 224-5482. I need to make sure that I've got the right team here because it is quite
the right team.
ID. Yeah, it is a Josh. So this should probably be you.
This should probably be you.
Surname matches as well, obviously. So yeah, Ramsdale's good. I mean, Ramsdale's not good. What am I saying? But you've got De Gea, so that's not too big of a problem.
So the bottom
then Trent,
three at the moment are Norwich,
but you've got Rudiger and Robertson.
Burnley,
that's massive because they're both really
Watford,
Everton. Then, you know that looks like solid defense.
I think.
Thanks for the subs, guys. 1650.
Norwich and Watford are gone.
1,700 before the deadline. Saka, Barnes, Rafinha, Kulusevski again looks like
Burnley have 2 games in hand. So do Everton.
Bowen is the one that I would probably move on.
Jesus, that could be a big week for both teams.
And if not, someone like a Havertz or Foden are good replacements there.
Leeds are 16th.
Tony and Kane is pretty good. Jimenez onto a big horse is probably.
That was a big win for them 2 weeks ago.
Suggestions there. Hopefully that should help you.
Away at Wolves.
Adam says cheers, no problem.
With no Rafinha as well. Which that the 10-man changed the game.
Without a free hit actually, but yeah, anyone with a double game is good.
2 weeks ago.
Jackson, I'm 34. Would you do a -4 of Trent to Robbo? Would have to bench one of Kulusevski, Reguilon, or Lacazette.
Brentford are 15th. Newcastle 14th.
And yeah, I think I would probably bench Reguilon. I think I've caught up with the chat now. Have I? Yeah, I think I have. So James says,
Brighton
James
13th.
keep or sell. If you don't
Palace, who do very well this season in the FA Cup.
Like that, then I think it is a sell.
Or in last 40 now the FA Cup. 12th. Southampton 11th.
This is my team.
Leicester 10th.
If you guys are wondering.
Villa 9th. Wolves 8th.
Where were we in the chat?
Yeah, so about at the moment 8 teams are safe at the moment for next season.
They all have good fixtures. Yeah, that's tough to bench one of those guys.
Yeah, top goal scorer Salah 20 goals. Son and Jota have 13. Harry Kane and Ronaldo 12. And Mane has 12 as well. Ivan Toney has 11.
Maybe I'm being biased as an Arsenal fan, but it's between Doherty and Tierney, and I think I would bench Doherty.
Mahrez is 10. Bardi is 10. Injury hit season for Bardi.
Siang says they all have good fixtures. Yeah, that is definitely.
Yeah.
Sterling
is 10.
Salah has played 90 minutes in 3 out of 7 games since he
Fernandes hasn't been great this year.
Liverpool have 2 big cup games coming up. His minutes will be
9 goals, 6 assists
for the coming games. Good luck to you.
This season.
I hope that goes well, but I think Salah is probably going to play. That's just my personal
opinion. Of course, don't forget he signed a new deal this week. I think it was a 4-year deal or something.
Which again, I mean, he was distracted a lot.
This week, did Fernandes signed?
It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I mean that's not really the point, is it? But I think Salah's going to play. But if you don't think Salah will play, then Kane's a decent captaincy choice, and I hope that works out for you.
Yeah.
Will Mahrez start? If I were Pep, which I'm not, because obviously I'm not very good at like tactics and stuff. But I mean, I actually think I am pretty good at tactics. But like, I'm not Pep level, obviously.
True.
I'm nowhere near him. But if I were Pep, I would start Mahrez.
If he was
he's
Pep,
an absolutely insane track record against Burnley. But he's not
his track record.
To be fair, though, to the people predicting this, they are obviously experts. And Mahrez has been playing in the Champions League a lot. City do have the Champions League, so maybe they're just resting him before the Champions League. I don't really know, but it's interesting, isn't it? So yeah, the experts predict him not to start. Come on, you Spurs. Who is the best keeper at the moment?
Somebody's playing 5 at the back today. 5.
Don't really know. If he hasn't gone up in price, then Nick Pope is the best 5.4 million keeper.
Oh, he got rid of Trent. Wow. Oh, he got rid of Ramsdale. Why? Why did he get rid of Ramsdale? Why? Wow.
5.4 million keeper right now for me. That's my team on the screen, by the way, guys. The D production says, what's going on with Ramsdale? I have Foster on the bench. Not sure if he's worth replacing Ramsdale for someone else.
No.
Lose not by 3 years. I want him back. So Ramsdale is probably going to be out this week with a small injury. But he's probably going to be back next game week, so I don't think there's any need to sell him.
No.
And yeah, you can't really afford someone like a Pope, so I probably wouldn't make any changes there. You Foster on the bench. Yeah, I guess I would just play Foster. Like, there's a chance he'll concede a lot against Liverpool, but I don't think it's the end of the world, honestly.
I don't think. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's the end of the world.
You know, you're kind of saying you have to keep a clean sheet to pay me back for the -4. Otherwise, they haven't paid you back for the -4. If that makes sense. The only words I said in that sentence, even though I said about 100 words, were for a -4, but hopefully that still made sense. Simon Clip says, is Ben Mee going to miss both games or one? Do you have news? Let's look at Fancy Football Scout. I don't have the news, but it might be on here. Ben Mee is not predicted. Ben Mee is out.
Ben Mee is out.
Ben Mee knee injury. So is he going to play
with knee injury?
Will it be here?
At the moment. Give me water.
It's not. It doesn't say here. If I go to the transfers page and we do search for Cody here, not Cody. Why am I searching for Cody? Mee. It's an unknown return rate, so I doubt he's going to play. To be honest. Yeah, doubt so. But when it's unknown, it basically means that they don't really know. Yeah, which is tough, isn't it? No problem, Zodiac. Peter Paul says Lacazette for Salah. They're different positions, but I prefer Salah to Lacazette as an FPL option, definitely. Soccer Junior, #soccer, #short says hello to you as well.
Hello to you.
My team is Allison, James, Cancelo, TA, Robbo, Ramsey, Mahrez, Havertz, Son, Luke. Alison's alright to be fair for this week. James Cancelo's good. TAA, he probably won't play, but is good. Robertson is good. That's a great defense. Ramsey, Mahrez might not play. I don't really know.
Check how much money do I have. I think I've
pretty good. No Salah's going to hurt you, I think. I think it is a good team aside from that.
2.0 in the bank.
The difference
I was get rid of the bank.
I forgot to mention that I would lose -4 points. But you actually mentioned that. Thanks for
could actually get Popin.
I just presumed that I didn't think that you would be making the keeper transfers that your main first.
How much would I have?
It would just be like a second transfer. I think
1.0. The bank.
I just said that because I just thought that was the case. Hi Cass, who should I bring in? If you send me your team or your team ID, then I should be able to tell you. We've got an hour and a half to go until the deadline. Don't really know. I'm feeling a bit tired. Should I go until the deadline?
He's feeling a bit tired, as Kenzie.
I might stop.
Yeah, I actually had a late night as well last night.
I'm not that tired. I don't.
Our third team, we had our own shield for the honor of.
Soccer Biggest says, "Is this a good move? Him and his son to Kane and Gordon.
Nick Caswell last night.
Gordon. So basically, because Son and Kane are there, Kane's better than Son.
Just checking out Burnley's fixtures.
Gordon,
of course, they have a double game weekend.
Yeah, I think I would do it. It's tough to
this game week 31. And then they're right to Norwich in 32.
Should I triple Pickford? Yes, you should.
And then they have a double game week in 33.
No, I wouldn't do it. Definitely not. James says, thoughts on Mateta as an enabler, have no wild card left and planning.
Then they got Wolves at home in 34.
I don't think it's too bad at all. Yeah, I think it is.
Away to Watford in 35. Home to Villa in 36.
Really fun. The FPL community.
Away to Tottenham in 37.
It's not very difficult.
Home to Newcastle the last day, and then they're away to Villa. We don't know when. That fixture has to be rescheduled.
FPL videos aren't very difficult to make.
They're away game at Villa.
OBS, and yeah, it's pretty easy to do. Unless you make them like FPL Focal or someone like that with like insane graphics and animations, that will take time, obviously. But if you're just making them like me, anyone can do it. Seriously, I'm not even any good at it. But if you guys want me to make a video about like how to start up an FPL YouTube channel or something like that, I did do one, but it's ages ago and it's not very good. And I've got a lot better since then. Which isn't really saying much. So if you want me to do another one before the start of the new season or something,
Jesus, Everton's fixtures are terrible.
But yeah, I think definitely you should.
See now in the end of the season.
Me to make a video. And don't worry.
I can't see Everton picking up that many points. See now in the end of the season.
Like no one can expect you.
How many do they have at the moment?
Just say at the beginning, it's my first video. It's probably not going to be great. And then
25 or 26.
People will stay and watch. I think. Yeah, if you want to make a channel, it's awesome. You should definitely do it. Oh no, we've missed the chat.
Can't say they pick up that many points.
Let me just do this. Now I'll have to find it over.
You might pick up maybe 4 points. No points away at Liverpool. No points at home against Chelsea.
I just feel like I'm missing chats, aren't
I? They faced Leicester twice.
Should I take a -4 for Trent and Robert Size for Tarkos?
I can only see Everton only picking up probably about maybe 7 or 10 points.
Who do you think of Rodrigo as a cheap differential striker? What do I think?
I think that could be enough for them to stay up. That could be enough for them to stay up.
WKM to start Cornet or Bowen. Cornet for me.
But I can't see Everton picking up that many points.
Harry would stop when the streams come online.
They haven't played well enough this year.
Small streamers can't compete with that, but you made a good decision to start earlier than the big streamers. Thanks. Norland says start Barnes or Tierney. Who did Leicester play?
They're right to us.
Leicester. I should remember all of these to be honest. Leicester playing against United. I would start Tierney. I used my wildcard. Is that good? Yeah, this week's a good chance to use the wildcard. The deep prediction says how good you were last season in FPL. You have pretty good knowledge about English Premier League. So last season was my first serious year playing FPL. I finished about 130,000 in the world. But yeah, I've been watching the Premier League for ages now. So yeah. But I'm pretty new to FPL. 130k. It's not that bad.
He's only new. It's only his second year.
This is my third season.
Third season. Sorry.
I didn't really watch FPL YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. Who else am I good for?
Yeah. Gordon might start.
Got to check who's top overall.
Those two. That's that's why I said courting. I really enjoy you talk slower compared to the beginning. That is true.
The Fantasy Premier League, because we're coming up to that latter stages now.
Sometimes I just randomly start talking really quickly like that. But yeah, I do talk very fast. Kaz, this isn't related to FPL, but who do you think is going to win the Premier League? Liverpool. That's actually a really good one. I'll put up a poll in the chat. Who is going to win the Prem?
It's a tough one.
I mean, Chelsea can still mathematically win, so I hope I'm not offending any Chelsea fans. But I just don't really feel like it's mathematically possible, but it's not really possible, is it? So I'm just going to go with City and Liverpool, if that's okay. There we go. And if you are a Chelsea fan, though, my apologies. Is Kulu worth it? Yeah, I think he is. This week probably isn't the best chance to buy him. I think, like FBM Mate said in one of his videos, the ship has sailed a bit on Kulusevski, but he's still a good option, definitely. El Nino says, will Trent start? Probably not. But I'm starting him in my team as I just feel like he's either going to play 90, which is unlikely, or 0, and then he can just come off the team, and then someone else can come from the bench. Soccer Pig says, I think Kane will be king of the game week. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, send your king of the game week predictions as well. I don't know. Where was I in the chat? Dan.
Where was he in the chat?
-4 from Coutinho to Havertz or Sancho. I prefer Havertz to Sancho, and I think that is probably worth it.
Probably worth it.
We got a runner says, new to the channel, but I only click because the bigger YouTubers have not started yet. This could be a great strategy for you in the future to start earlier. Thanks, yeah. That wasn't really why I did it earlier. I just had the time, and I scheduled the stream yesterday. But I think it has worked out very nicely, and I think I will keep on
worked out very
nicely. I have checked the overall twice before, but yeah, just the early start time is definitely a good strategy, and I guess that is probably why there are lots of people viewing the stream right now. Cena says bench 2 out of Ward-Prowse, Kulu, Size.
Who's only 2 points in it? The overall.
Bench 2 out of those guys.
Jesus, how many points is it from?
Kulu, Size, Cody, Broha, Laka.
From first place down to.
Of those guys. I would bench Cody probably.
It's only 21 points in it from first down to 10th overall.
Size, Cody and Size if you can, but I'm not really sure whether you can bench 2 of those defenders. But if you can, probably Cody and Size.
He's from Norway, so the guy from Norway is top.
I just can't, I think. I've been told before that
he only has 1 chip left.
A racehorsing commentator because they talk really fast.
What chip does he have?
But I have no interest in racehorsing, so yeah,
the free hit.
I don't think it's for me. I could be a football commentator, except that I'm not that.
That's all he has.
I can just talk fast, so it's not really the best, is it?
The guy second from Sweden.
That's right. 10th of April, I think it is. That will probably decide the title unless
he has
up in some other games. If Liverpool win, though, I think they'll have
the same.
To go win the league from there.
Oh, he played his first free hit chip.
It's gonna be tough, though. Just a big injury.
The last game week.
Liverpool players could kill it. The City squad depth is just on a different level to Liverpool. It is interesting to see that 55% of you guys are saying Liverpool and only 45%.
All right, Jesus.
31 votes as well. It's quite a lot. Vote on the poll if you guys have an opinion on that. It is quite interesting.
How many chips does he have left?
Nolan says, if you own Dubravka and Ramsdale, would you make a goal?
He's got 3 hit chip left as well.
Dubravka and Ramsdale. I own those 2. Yeah, I'm not going to make a goalkeeper transfer. Harry says Trent to Robbo, so I could do Dini to Cancelo. Yes, probably. Yes. It is risky though, but yes. Peter Ball says, is Lacazette, Kane and Broha a good idea in the forward line with Kane as captain? Yes, sure. I prefer Salah as captain, but if you want to be a bit different, if you want a differential, if you're chasing someone in your mini,
the guy forward from Serbia.
Kane is probably the second best, but a very good differential captain for this week.
He has bench boost left.
Haresh says, who is the best replacement for TEA? Robertson or
That's all he has.
Cancelo and Do. Who's the best replacement for TEA? Robertson or James? So you already have Cancelo. Then I think the best.
Jesus, another guy from Sweden. Jesus,
that's tough. I think it's.
He's got the free hit chip left.
No, I think it's Robertson
as well.
What to do with Ramsdale and Dubravka? I've got the same problem. I think I'm just going to.
Christopher from England.
Seriously, none of the big FPL YouTubers streaming right now. I don't
He's
know.
No chips left.
If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like button. And
so he's finished on chips.
Yeah, massive help for the channel. So make sure to go and do that, guys. That
Ollie from
and the like button as well.
Sweden. God almighty.
50 likes and 1,700 subscribers.
How many does he have left?
1.7k.
He's got the free hit chip left as well.
We've been on 1.6k for a while now, so yeah, it's awesome to have this many people watching the stream as well.
Janssen. Another guy, what? God almighty.
Paul Joel says what to do.
He has a free hit chip left as well.
Says best Burnley defender. So let's just change back over to this one.
God almighty.
Over here. Hello, if you haven't already seen me. Yeah, I'm sure you guys all prefer it without my face on, but it is what it is. You're watching this channel.
James Kelly from England.
Best Burnley defender. Somebody's starting here. Robertson.
Free hit chip left as well.
If you want to play safe, Tarkowski's not bad either. One of those.
And finally, Intent.
This is
this free hit chip from Portugal.
Where are we in the chat? Thoughts on Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
He's all chips left. That was his last one of the last game week.
I just can't really see Everton scoring that many
last
goals.
chip.
I don't really feel like the DCL's that great. Harry says, who's the best replacement for TA, Robertson or James? And I already have Cancelo.
One from Norway.
So you already have
one from Sweden.
Then James. Should I start Broha or Martinelli for this one?
Another one from Norway.
Martinelli. Jimenez the Weghorst or
so
Trent
that's
the
two.
defender?
Serbia.
Actually, that's a tough one. That Broha to Martinelli. Just going back to that one. Go with your gut, I think.
Another one from Sweden. That's two.
That's very close. Jimenez the Weghorst or Trent the City defender?
One from England.
Jimenez the Weghorst, wildcard 34. You could do both if you're wildcard.
Another one from Sweden, so that's three.
I think both is definitely a good start if you're wildcarding 34.
Four.
Cancelo won't play today because Walker can't play Champions League. So I think Pep will use that to save Cancelo.
Two of England.
And then use Walker.
And one of Portugal. Jesus.
Not sure, just
so that's four.
That's great logic.
Fancy managers from Sweden in the top 10 in the world. That's crazy.
Every single game, seriously.
That's crazy.
Not as clever logic as you, but it is just a simple way of thinking
it,
about it.
But they're up there because they deserve to be up there.
That's right. I'm just starting him in my team
at the season.
He's awesome, but he's probably not. And then Willock will play instead. Actually, who's better, Willock or Livramento? Well, I mean, my team will change.
Go to check. Is Andy live? Yeah. Oh, Dylan's live.
But yeah, I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
Bringing Pickford,
his team
Barnes from
is
yeah, I
think
that looks pretty good.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I'd start
Robertson.
Doherty. Barnes could do well against Manchester United.
Saka.
Martinelli or Broja, who to start?
Salah's captain.
That's a great question.
Rafinha.
Martinelli, but really tough one. Ramsdale and Sanchez
his vice captain, Son. Kulusevski.
There might be an extra update that I'll check later on, but I haven't seen anything, to be honest.
Belcourse and Adams up front. Wow.
In recent days, but before obviously there was some.
His goalkeeper Sarr.
I think
another Southampton. He's got two Southampton strikers.
Available for Game Week 31, but let's wait and see. I could be wrong. KDB for Son.
Speaking of a pay.
I probably wouldn't do it this week.
30.
And he's a great differential.
And Cody, that's his bench.
4 games in 11 days, that would really scare me.
That's his bench.
Thoughts on Cancelo being rotated? I think it's possible in Game Week 31, but long term, he's probably more nailed than Reece James, and he's a great.
He's doing better than me this year, is Dylan.
Groupie says, could you look for the
I think I'm 105 points down from last season.
Bring that on the screen in a little while. Trent to James.
Well, of course, there's still loads of double game weeks to go.
If Trent starts
of course.
I think he could easily, punish you there. Jimenez and Kilman for Reece James and Havertz from -8. Yeah, I actually like those moves, to be honest. Yeah, this looks pretty good. United States or Iran to win in the World Cup? I'm not sure. I remember in 2014, Iran were pretty tough to crack. I remember.
Yeah. To be fair, England have got a very good group.
Pretty good.
Yesterday, they got Iran, United States of America. They could face Wales, Scotland, or Ukraine.
Ghana to win the World Cup. I think they're the lowest
to be fair, I can't see
the World Cup unless
I can see Ukraine playing, but I can't see them playing at home.
Well, actually, yeah, I always like them.
I could see them playing maybe in Scotland.
There's no more
to
news
be honest with you.
Yesterday, my video basically, but he's been training, so he's in full training yesterday, and he has a chance of starting. But Yeah, I think he will have those minutes built up, and Trent is very important
Could
for
take this off
Liverpool to
because
break
all
down these
3-1.
teams that are sitting in a low block. He's going to be very crucial. So I think he will start, but honestly, it just depends on his fitness.
All
If
3-1.
Jurgen Klopp thinks he's going to risk it, then I think it's just going to be a bit of a bad one. So one second, let me just do this. All right, that's done there. All right,
That's
so
done
thank you
there.
very much. We've got over 200 people watching. If you haven't already, smash the like button.
200 people watching. I'm actually going to press that now.
Thank you very much. And yeah, we're just over an hour until the deadline, so we'll wait and see what happens there.
How many minutes until the deadline closes?
All good. All right. Yeah, just keep smashing the like button. All right, let's
150,
so comes in for the regular 2 points up front.
15 minutes.
Hopefully he gets 2 subs.
Till the deadline closes.
Somehow. Cancelo or James?
For double game week 31.
Dylan, what do you think of Pope and James for Dean and Sarr? I like those transfers, to be fair. I think they make sense.
Let me know if you have any questions, lads.
Don't expect him to start every single game. Trent to Cancelo. To be fair, it's a good move, and I would be inclined to do it if I had Robertson, but I don't know. Just getting rid of Trent for me, it just doesn't seem right.
Just get rid of Trent for me.
I don't think
doesn't seem right.
Let's just wait and see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be one of the big pieces of news that we get within the next few hours. Because
Liverpool actually kick off early today.
Just because Kulusevski offers such great value
as well.
And I'd rather have Kane
at home against Watford. Don't forget Roberto Firmino scored a hat-trick against Watford earlier this season.
Obviously,
as
I
well.
can't say that for sure, but that's what most people predict. I think it should be game week 34. Sarr for Pope and Pedence for
there's going to be a lot of double game week 3 now at the end of the season.
There's also Schmeichel and Pedence for
probably than ever before.
But Kulusevski and Saka, if you can afford them, I'd definitely go for one of them. Below that price point, you're looking at maybe Gordon just as your 5th bench fodder option, or Jacob Ramsey. But yeah, around 5 million if you want someone around that price specifically. I think
around 5 million.
Decent, yeah. Maitland James or Cresswell? I'd go for James, yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Should I get Pope for Ramsdale or James for Trent, or both for a -4 if I have Tierney and Broya on the bench? Tierney and Broya on the bench are fine, I think.
Fine, I think.
For Ramsdale could be good, but if Ramsdale is available as soon as game week 31, I actually still prefer him over Nick Pope, despite fewer doubles and games.
Yeah.
Gordon and Pickford for -8, good moves.
I don't know whether I'll make a goalkeeper transfer or not.
And it also depends who you take out, but Everton have a woeful...
I might roll on the transfer, to be honest with you. But we will see, we will see.
Midfielder, he's there to sit
we
on
will
the bench.
see.
So I don't think it's a good move personally, but it also depends who you get rid of. If it's players that are
see.
going to be missing out, then yeah, fair enough. Kucher hat-trick today against Liverpool, no chance. Watkins to Vekos, yeah, I think that looks good, Manda. Line up or in the nose. Yeah, so I mean, I can try find it on Twitter or anything, but obviously I don't have anything myself, so it has
he
to be
doesn't have anything
on
himself.
Twitter.
Dylan.
I think I saw something yesterday, but I have to bring it up as well. But most people predict Reece James to start and Joao Cancelo, which is what we're all interested in. But yeah, that doesn't necessarily translate all the time into who's going to start. I remember I think game of 27, everyone thought Mahrez would start, and he ended up.
That's very true.
So, Havertz to Coutinho. I'm guessing it's the other way around because I wouldn't be bringing Coutinho right now for Havertz. So yeah, I think Havertz in for Coutinho is decent, to be fair.
Yeah.
Start Lacazette or Tierney? That's a good question.
It is.
I go for Lacazette, but it's quite a difficult one there.
It is indeed.
Yeah, Mesut Ozil, I think, yeah, Coutinho to Havertz is a decent move. Just bear in mind, just like with Reece James, he could be rotated. Even in game week 31, actually, I'm more worried about Havertz than Reece James. -4 for James and Kucher, or -4 for Kulusevski, or any other option, and Kane. Option, so Kulusevski. Desire.
I actually got rid of him at my free hit chip in the last game week, and he blanked.
I think that is better than James just because.
Yeah, would you believe it or not? He blanked.
That's pretty much it. But in terms of if you look at the minutes Reece James has,
Harry Kane actually did score a goal in the last game. He actually got 3 assists. But to be fair, he actually should have scored.
Goals, and they rotate quite a bit sometimes. So
in that game, I think he
it's important that you
tried to chip over the keeper. I think it just went over the top of the bar, something like that. The last game against West Ham.
Why everyone's selling Wolves defenders?
Because I knew West Ham were tired. After getting that great win against Seville,
these players have doubles.
The Europa League.
I don't really advocate for Everton and Burnley players in the overall, but Jimenez to Vekos makes sense anyway. He's suspended. Yeah, I think it does make sense.
Yeah, Jimenez is actually suspended in this game.
Which Liverpool attacker to cover Salah? I mean, I would just go for Salah, but if you want to cover him, I guess I'd go for one of Diaz or Jota, but I just think there's going to be too much sharing of minutes there. Kulusevski to Barnes for -4, I wouldn't do that. Whether it's Barnes to Kulusevski or Kulusevski to Barnes, I wouldn't do it this week. And Barnes has Man United, by the way, so if you're doing the reverse, I just don't really see why you do it. So, if anything, get Barnes in for Gameweek 33 right now. I wouldn't do a -4 for that.
No, not this game week.
To Salah captaincy for a hit. I like that Salah captaincy, bringing him in, but Chelsea to Verkos, I'm not too sure. If it's the only way you can afford Salah, then go for it. But otherwise, I'd try to resist on Chelsea to Verkos, Toby. Time to offload the Spurs boys soon. Maybe around Gameweek 34, 35 onwards, maybe. But then they've got a double in 36 as well.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Maybe you can trim it down a little bit. So you go
trim it down a bit on Spurs.
I don't think it's time to get rid of all of them. Kane captaincy over Salah. Yeah, I've seen a few people say that he's psychologically distressed. I'm not sure about that. Look,
I'm not sure about that.
Look, Kane is in better form than Salah. That is undeniable since the African Cup of Nations. But
true, but to be fair, Salah still having a good season. 20 goals this season.
Even the stats would back Harry Kane. He's got a good record against Newcastle.
20 goals that Salah got this season.
I consider over Salah for the captaincy is Harry Kane, but I personally will still go for Salah. Captain Salah or Robertson, I'd go for Salah. For me, I really think Havertz won't play this game week. I have a feeling that could be the case as well.
That could be the case as well.
Start Bowen or Tierney, I'd go for Bowen. Richarlison or DCL, I'd go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Will you take a hit to do Saiss to James and Trent to Robbo? I do Saiss to James. I wouldn't make the other move, but if it's needed to fund Reece James, then yes, it could be worth it actually. And Robertson offers better value right now. But thoughts on Richarlison? Honestly, look, he's been
poor this year, to be honest with you.
He's very inconsistent.
Richarlison,
doing well for his national team, but not for Everton.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin,
away record is poor, so I don't really.
To be fair, he's been very unlucky with injuries this year, to be honest with you.
Season. But
he's been Everton's big miss this season.
I'm not a big fan of Richarlison right now. But
to be honest with you,
who knows? But not for me.
When he was injured,
thinking Trent, Bowen, Jimenez to Salah, James Mateta. I actually like those moves. Bowen could actually be available, Josh, in Gameweek 31.
Yeah, I hope he is available because I have him.
Jared Bowen, actually, and he's someone that
probably one of the best seasons of his life.
But I like those moves from a lot.
This year,
you had to guess. Do you think Liverpool Trent will play? I don't understand the subs. What does 1, 2, and 3 mean? I think Trent will play, but that's a gut feeling. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I don't think Trent will be playing today. But
order of your bench, so
see what happens.
Your bench is most likely to come on. So Broja in my case, but
he's got Broja
in certain quotas. So you need at least 3
on
defenders
his first bench,
and the same goes for your midfield. You need at least 2 midfielders and 1 attacker. So you need a valid formation as well. So sometimes it will skip. So let's say for example,
sometimes it will skip.
It's not Broja coming in for him, and we're going to have like a 2-5-3 formation. Tierney would then come in. He's my second sub, but he's my first defender, which is the priority substitution. So hopefully you understood that. Reguilon to Saiss, I would not do that. Reguilon to Saiss, I don't think so.
Reguilon to Saiss.
Reguilon, and even then, I'm not sure. Diaz is interesting. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm still not too sure. But yeah, he's been decent.
Still not too sure.
Martinelli to Gordon for a hit. No, I would not do it for him. Will you be 3-5-2 for the remainder of the season? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
It's just the formation I have this week. And if I bring in someone like Reece James, I could actually be 4 at the back most weeks. So it doesn't really matter what formation I am. Dcl Fitness update. I think Lampard was pretty positive about his fitness ahead of Gameweek 31. So I'd expect him to start one of the games at least. Will Reece James start?
He might only start one of the games, and Calvert-Lewin this game week.
In the long term. So in the next
because, of course, Everton have a double game week.
So this is my team
this
right
week.
Now. I made that one transfer, Weghorst in for Raul Jimenez. I'm going to try to show you some different stuff as well. So let's check the price rises very quickly. As you can see, Weghorst.
Weghorst is going. Weghorst could be going up in price.
I actually brought him in just before his potential price rise yesterday, but it didn't happen. Ben White is also projected to rise. Same with Kucho.
Ben White could be going up in price as well.
And a few others, like Dewsbury Hall, which is interesting. In terms of those that are looking to go down, Alexander-Arnold, no surprise there. So those of you who get rid of him, you might only lose maybe 0.2, 0.3 in value, which isn't too bad, actually.
Do not get rid of Trent. You must be joking me.
Etc. They're all destined to go down eventually, according to FPL statistics. So that's pretty much it. And now let's go through the predicted points, courtesy of Fantasy Football Hub. So in Game Week 31, Salah is definitely the highest scoring player with 8.6. Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison make the top three, which is very interesting. It also depends on the minutes for Calvert-Lewin and his fitness. Mane is fourth. Nick Pope is fifth. Despite that fixture against Manchester City, Bruno Fernandes is up there. Ronaldo, Damari Gray, and Pickford. So a lot of double gaming plays here. I'm not a big fan of most of them, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
Who I brought into my team. Coleman, Son, McNeil, Kane. So all pretty much in identical points. De Bruyne, Robertson. Make of this what you will. Even Van der Beek is up there.
Van der Beek is up there. Jesus, he could be a good option.
Most people will be captaining Salah.
But to be fair, the Everton players
will be a bit of a popular strategy this week, but you never know. And sometimes breaking up the template
is
good. And I'd also recommend checking out
because their away form is terrible.
Just for all the latest info and everything like that. So if you have any, kind of concerns, all of the reports will be accounted for in this website.
Injuries.
Now I'll show you my FPL.team. So this I showed you in my team selection video. So draft 1 versus draft 2. Weghorst versus getting Harry Kane in and taking a -4 on the right hand side.
Taking a -4.
We can also show you this. So this is how my team is lining up right now, as you saw. But I can make one more move. I've still got one free transfer.
You can make one more move.
I have exactly enough money, pretty much. I think I have 0.3 million left to do Cody to Reece James.
Oh, cool.
So if that's the case, I can bring him in and then maybe bench. This will be a difficult one, but maybe Doherty could be benched. Or
maybe Doherty could be benched.
Even Rafinha. But I think I'd do, maybe Doherty. That's a bit of a difficult one. Maybe Doherty will be first sub, and then Brian Tierney will make up my bench. So let me know. Would you go for Reece James in for Cody? I think it's a good move, but having that 2 free transfers going into Game Week 32 could be very interesting as well. Is Rafinha keep or sell? For the next 2, I'd say keep, but then he's ultimately sell. As
my fancy team, Jonathan.
I'm going for Salah first. Welcome, Jamie. Thank you very much for tuning in. Will you start Broya or Safe?
St. Maryroom second is my team name.
For this game week, just for the double, I'd go for Pickford, but I wouldn't
my team is called St. Maryroom seconds.
But never underestimate Coutinho, I guess. Trent to Laporte already out.
Don't forget to lock in your team by 11 o'clock, folks.
I do like ignorant to Laporte actually a lot. I'm guessing it's Trent to Cancelo line game.
Yeah.
So Trent to Cancelo and ignorant to Laporte. Let me know if that's the case. If so, then I think it could be worth it actually. Ramsey or Broya? To start, it has to be Broya for me. Coutinho to Kulusevski, yes, I think that's a good move, Genius Gamer. Welcome, Matt. Kilman to James or Cancelo, then following
are they good?
Honestly, I prefer Havertz over Foden.
My team is doing okay this year, but doing all right this year, but not better than last year. To be honest with you, I'm doing okay.
Fraser, sorry, I need to say Ramsey. Yeah, I'd say
Fraser. Could be doing
if you want a bench fodder option, go for Ramsey, but
well, of course it's.
Salah or Kane
It is what it is.
Salah once again.
It is what it is.
Let me just do this. All right, so we'll get Gordon. Gordon's just the 5th substitute, really. So I wouldn't really. And by 5th substitute, I mean 5th midfielder as a substitute.
It is what it is.
Dubravka ready for Game Week 31? Yes, I believe so. He's been in training, so he should be available. Play Broya, Barnes, White, or Mateta? Good question. I think I would go for Broya or Barnes.
Or Barnes?
For that, probably. Jimenez, Son, Ramsdale. Who's on my bench? To Weghorst, Salah, and Foster from -4. Who's on your bench? Salah and Foster. Yeah, I think those moves are fine, but Ramsdale to Foster, especially if you don't have another goalkeeper, I'm not sure about that. But the other 2 moves look good. Cancelo or Robertson? I have Virgil. I guess I'd go for Cancelo, but both are really good.
But both are really good.
And actually, if you look at the last 6 to 10 games, Robertson has been better. -4 to get in Havertz for Coutinho. I'm not sure I'd do it for a hit. For a free transfer.
He's not sure he would do it for a hit?
Any Trent news? Nothing more yet. I might be behind or something. There could be some news. I'm going to.
There could be some news. You never know.
Anything, but I haven't seen anything right now. So it would be great if we could get an update or something. But I'm not really expecting it, to be honest.
I'm not. Yeah, neither am I.
I'd bench Ramsey. Yes. Welcome Cyril, going Havertz and switch to Foden, giving 33 thoughts. Dylan, I think that's I can understand that move.
I can understand that move.
It could be Foden being benched by the time you bring him in. Potentially, I mean, both players are a bit of a conundrum sometimes, to say the least. But yeah, I think that makes sense. And Foden long term is probably the more nailed pick. So yeah, I like that. Hopefully Havertz starts for you in gaming 31 and 32. Havertz or Salah captain? I'd personally go for Salah.
Salah
and Trent
definitely
to James. Yes, I do like that. Should I triple captain Havertz, Kane or Salah? I honestly wouldn't triple captain anyone this week, but if you wanted to, I'd go for Kane or Salah. Probably Salah in my case. That's my preference, but both would be good.
Yeah.
Robert to Trent, I'm using a wildcard. Thoughts, mate? Yeah, on a wildcard, I would rather have Robertson right now, just because
Robertson
he's got
right now
into game 31. He's in great form, so I'd go for Robertson. Do you think Martinelli covers Saka?
About 60 minutes to go to the deadline closes, everybody. So don't forget to lock in your teams in the next hour.
The other way around, Anu. I definitely wouldn't get rid of Salah for Son.
Gonna check. Check who should be live now. Oh, Andy should be live now. He's actually going to go live late. Check on the guy who was top during the season. Where is he in the world? Oh, he's only starting as well. He's only starting.
Or maybe just some in-ear headphones. I've still got these massive things on my head. But how's it going? We are 1 minute late. I'm only starting at 10 o'clock today. It's been a busy morning. We're going to talk about game week 31. We're going to talk about Trent.
Wow.
For anyone that's hoping that I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold news, I'm telling you right now, I do not know if
lock in your answer.
But I am pretty confident with Salah captain. Let me just say that.
You mean how to lock in your team?
Yeah. We're going to talk about game week 31. I've made one transfer.
You just go into transfers.
Which I'm probably going to use as well. I'm very tempted to do Salah to Pickford for a hit, but I don't know if it's. I don't know.
Andy, it's live now.
But we will see.
Let's talk.
My DMs off.
Let's talk.
My DMs off to people that I don't follow.
FPL,
DM before.
which is Andy.
If you have any unverified account tells you anything, tell us that as well. No, I'm not going to do that. Like,
he's not going to do that.
It can't happen. I just. You say tell us anything, even if it's unverified, but then I tell you.
You tell us anything, even if it's verified.
Just someone trolling and then you moan at me, right? The pancakes are good. I literally have pancakes every day. They're just protein pancakes. They're not as good as
Jesus, he's talking about protein pancakes again. God almighty.
I mean, that's like proper
protein pancakes.
These are just protein pancakes. I literally have them every day.
What did I have this morning? Jesus. To be fair, I didn't get that much sleep at all because I was out last night.
Nice.
Of course.
As far as I know,
I think I only got about between 2 and 3 hours.
Which is interesting because
that was about it.
Opinion, and this is just an opinion.
Last night.
There's no sources here. No tomato ketchup or anything like that. Is that Trent won't start? I just don't see why you'd risk him.
No tomato ketchup.
He could come on.
Trent might not start.
So my opinion is that he won't start. If they're making a late call on him, maybe there is a chance, right? Maybe there's a chance.
Maybe there is a chance.
Salah we're good with, as far as I know. Salah we are good with. Protein pancakes are still pancakes. They're not as good. They're not as good. And let's not pretend they are. Like, they're decent.
They're decent.
I like them. Better than having like porridge. Don't get me wrong, but they're not the same as proper pancakes.
No.
Why are you so confident on Salah? I'm confident. What I mean is, I'm confident he's not going to be rested. That's what I mean.
Me as well. I hope he doesn't get rested today.
Salah. When you start using form for Mo Salah, the best FPL asset for the last 5 seasons, then you've got
5 seasons.
A load of rubbish, right? It's Salah against Watford at Anfield. Form, come on. We don't need to talk about form with Mo Salah.
He's the best player this year.
I don't think he was.
Yeah, but don't forget. during the week.
2 weeks.
He missed that terrible penalty for Egypt in the penalty shootout.
I just don't really like
Probably was Salah's worst ever penalty.
I'm talking about Pickford, right?
Ever.
The big reason for Pickford is I can get him and I can bench him for the
Plays over the bar like it was Gaelic.
I mean, to be fair, maybe for Calvert-Lewin, a double, Man United at home, Leicester at home.
Unfortunately, he's not playing in the World Cup now.
As long as he's fit. Lampard said that he was
next season.
like he was short of fitness before, and that the break isn't good. Sorry, that the break is going to have done him good. So maybe Calvert-Lewin's not as bad as it looks. Then it's Liverpool away, Chelsea at home. That's my only worry, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's all right for the next 3. Maybe he's all right. Although I wouldn't say that Man United are that bad, you know.
To be fair, Man United nothing to play for now.
But when you talk about form with Mo Salah,
but to be fair, they got to win every game now, Man United. If they want to finish in the top 4, but I think it's too late anyway.
Don't captain him today. That is a good point though, right? Salah should start, as far as I know, but he could come off early. And we're going to see that a lot for Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool players.
I can't see Salah playing for the whole 90 today. To be honest with you. Because they got big matches coming up.
I've done Jimenez to Weghorst.
Who's got big matches coming up?
I'm probably
Liverpool, City got big matches. Chelsea as well.
James over Cancelo. There's not really a lot in it, if I'm completely honest.
West Ham and Leicester.
Because
they're still in Europe.
My only kind of thinking with James is maybe they give him some minutes before Real Madrid. But again, like Trent, they could just bring him on for 30, right? I don't really want to be without him for Brentford at home. So I'm going to go for James over Cancelo.
Way and go.
I think it is.
Doherty.
This week, the chances are they probably
Turney
get benched next week, and then James
Trent,
got a better fixture.
Salah's his captain.
Cancelo's got a better fixture in 33.
Saka.
Ultimately, I should probably be thinking
Son, Rafinha, Kulusevski,
Belcourt
is vice captain like myself.
I'll either switch Son to Kane
and Lacazette is bench.
Or Lacazette to Gelhardt and just get a beefy defence from like 34 onwards.
But
Ryan,
the Southampton striker.
The thing is, I don't mind having Tierney and Luka Dean on the bench.
Luka Dean,
Trent and James.
And size.
Right? Is Saka starting? No idea. It sounds more
Saka starting? No idea.
There's a couple of doubts with Arsenal, Saka and Ramsdale, but it sounds much more likely that Saka's going to start than Ramsdale. Sison, Jimenez, Cancelo, and Mateta / Cucho or Laporte. I mean, you probably go for Cancelo, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, playing Tierney.
He was very unlucky the last game away at Palace. Not to get more than 9 points.
I actually think there's a chance
because he hit the post as well.
Outscore Cancelo and Mateta.
I think that was a game week.
Cancelo, right? Let's not be
29.
But I mean, I would say Laporte pretty much definitely starts this week. Can we say the same thing about Cancelo? And it's Burnley, so it's decent.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be tempted to go. I mean, I'd want Cancelo. Don't get me wrong. I really would want Cancelo, but I'd be tempted to go Laporte and Weghorst, to be honest.
Laporte and Belcourt.
Someone 33, Norwich in 32. I mean, Weghorst is rubbish, right? We all know that. I bought him in. I know he's rubbish. But I still think with the extra fixtures,
I think he would start. I think Belcourt will start delivering for Burnley.
50-50 on whether Cancelo starts, because I think Laporte probably will. Reeve, how is it going?
He will start delivering.
Favourite guess. Come on.
This week, maybe not against City. To be honest with you,
for president.
Maybe against Everton.
Why am I wearing headphones? So I'm listening to music. I always listen to music when I stream.
Oh, he was listening to music when he was streaming.
If you're not sure,
if you're not sure,
James, and you're not sure, you could just roll. Weghorst versus Calvert-Lewin. Again, if Calvert-Lewin was definitely fully fit and was definitely going to play back-to-back games, which he probably will, Everton need him, right?
Yeah, but I think he's only going to play one of the matches.
I just need that money. Listening to you and never walk alone. No chance. Cash to Cancelo, Coutinho to Havertz, and Lacazette to Weghorst for a -4.
Wow.
I mean, I don't mind the first two moves, Cash to Cancelo and Coutinho to Havertz. Do you need to do if you need Lacazette to Weghorst to fund it? It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Is Havertz definitely going to play? I mean, I could sit here and I could literally sit here and say that for every single player you mentioned.
For every single player.
But I don't know. Like, Fantasy Football Scout have got Havertz not starting, and I think Emma on Twitter, who is Jump the Wave, is the Twitter handle.
Emma has jumped the wave.
There's always predictions. She gets like a bunch of people to predict like who they think is going to start.
Bunch of people to
Let
predict.
me see what Havertz percentage is. They've got Havertz down. I mean, okay, they've got Havertz down as 100%. So Fantasy
they got Havertz down as 100%.
Got him 100%. Maybe he'll be all right. I mean, he's probably not going to, again, he's a bit like James. Even if he misses this one, he's probably definitely, like, you'd imagine he's definitely going to start the next one, right?
Yeah.
I can hear them. I'm not listening to Will Smith get jiggy with it.
He's not, listen, Will Smith, get jiggy with it.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Why did he have to do that? Will, we love the Fresh Prince. Why did you have to
Fresh Prince.
Pavel, thank you. Nick.
Pavel, thank you.
Again? When did I do it before? Ramsdale, Dubravka, Trent, Robertson, James, Rudiger. I mean, Trent, Robertson, James, Rudiger, Cancelo. That's ridiculous. Right?
It's
that's
ridiculous.
Like the only thing I would say, I think I might just about prefer Laporte to Rudiger at this point. But apart from that, I mean, you're looking good. Salah, Havertz, Gordon, Saka on the bench. I guess so, yeah, maybe.
Saka?
Weghorst for Charlton. Yeah, fair enough. Looks good. Loz, an FPL deadline. I forgot, to be honest, going to Romanian deadlift my way through this one, apparently.
Deadlift?
Nice. I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring on my move. So I've done Jimenez to Weghorst. I've done that. So I promise you, next season, we're going to overhaul the stream layout. And we're going to have more information on the stream because I think it would be good just to know that I've already done Jimenez to Weghorst, right? So I don't have to keep answering it. It just makes sense for people that are watching. So that'll probably be a next season thing at this point. But yeah, Jimenez to Weghorst is done. So I think I've got how much in the bank? 2.5 million. So I'm 2.5 million. I can do Sice to Cancelo or James. I do kind of want to leave my options open for Son to Fernandes. I don't know if I'll definitely do that because I could just captain Saka in 33. But I kind of want the option to do it. And I've got to be honest, I just want James instead of Cancelo. I think that is it. If you told me, obviously, that Cancelo was definitely starting today and James wasn't, then I'd probably just get Cancelo. But I think Reece James is second to Trent in terms of favourite defenders in FPL, right? So that's probably what I'll do. I am very tempted, even though I don't need the cash,
Even though I don't need the cash.
Start to Pickford. The only thing is, once I play Pickford this week, I probably don't play him again until game week 35, unless Chelsea at home. I would play Dubravka against Wolves this week. I would play Dubravka with the double game week in 33. And in game week 34, I think he's got Norwich. Yeah, Norwich. So I just played Dubravka. I'm probably, whichever goalkeeper I have, I'm probably playing Dubravka the next 3 weeks. So Pickford only really comes into his own when he gets the double game weeks later on and has a good end to the season. But the thing is, if I free hit in game week 36, then having Pickford becomes less of a worry. So basically, I'm spending a -4 to have 2 extra fixtures for Pickford over Sarr, which could be worth it. Love the HyperX headphones. I use these for PlayStation and stuff, but I like
PlayStation
stuff. I don't know why I'm taking so long just to order some headphones. The thing is, I'm really bad. When I buy,
he's really bad.
Or basically when I buy anything technological, any technology,
technological,
right? I have to do so much research. I get on YouTube.
You have to do so much research.
Read reviews. I always end up buying something I don't really need, but I want it because it's
buying something that it doesn't really need.
So I kind of want AirPods, right?
He wants AirPods now?
Is that good for when you're just on PC? I don't need them for going out. I've got other headphones for that.
He doesn't need them for going out.
Anyway. Jimenez and Sice, James and Weghorst. Yeah, I mean, everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
I don't think you don't need any confirmation for Jimenez and Weghorst. Literally, every Jimenez owner pretty much is doing that. I think some will do Gelhardt, maybe. I've thought about that myself.
Gelhardt.
But yeah, I think Jimenez to Weghorst, yeah. Coutinho would be benched, or could do Coutinho to Havertz and keep 2 free chances for next week. I mean, getting Veghorst and James is like a pretty big upgrade. If you have to bench Coutinho against
if you have to bench Coutinho,
the world. Nice. Am I doing World Cup fantasy? Yes, and I'll be making content for it as well. In fact, I'm probably going to branch out.
I think I'll be doing that as well. Probably. Well, it depends. World Cup fancy.
So there you go. I'm gonna be looking for people to help out on stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to be busy next season anyway.
On YouTube anyway, but I'm gonna need some
help.
So if you can do graphics, or you can do editing.
That means I might not do football training as much every year anymore.
Who knows? We're talking about headphones. We're talking about World Cup fantasy.
We're talking about headphones. We're talking about World Cup fantasy.
So let's get through. Let's get through game week 31 first before we start
big time.
looking at
that. Get rid of double game week 31 first.
Neves, and Jimenez. Yeah, I mean, it depends who else you're benching.
Who else you're benching?
I would play both James and Veghorst to get above Coutinho, I think, right?
Excuse me.
Play one
Coughing all week. That's why I haven't been talking to people.
I think you got it, right? Yeah, if you got him, you got to play him, right? I know what the game's Man City, yada yada yada. But I'd probably play.
Game is Man City, yada yada yada.
Just annoyed I didn't sell Jimenez before his price. When did he drop in price? He didn't drop in price today, did he?
You mean this morning?
4 minutes, 11 a.m.
11 a.m. He's typing.
11 a.m. UK time, of course.
11 a.m. UK time, of course. Well, and Irish time as well.
Ronaldo, he's not in the squad apparently. Now I don't.
Ronaldo might not be in the squad for United.
But Samuel Luckhurst said he wasn't with the squad, and someone separately did message me and say, I don't know how sure it is, but it basically sounds like he's probably not playing this week. I don't know that for sure, but I would not be buying Ronaldo this week.
No.
I don't know if it's worth the risk.
Yeah, too expensive. Anyway.
Play against Watford.
Yeah.
In general, I don't think Watkins and Trent to Ronaldo and Johnson's a bad move if Ronaldo was definitely playing this week, because then it's like good fixture in 32, double in 33. I quite like that move, but I don't think I'd buy Ronaldo at this point.
No.
Unless something's changed. I've not seen any news on this morning, but the rumour was that he wasn't with the squad.
Wow. There was rumour that Ronaldo was with the United squad. That's the rumour.
Saying there's probably possibly a reason why he's not with the squad. So
he's not with the squad. That's the rumour.
Or 100% guarantee, but
at the moment,
I don't know about doing that right now. If Trent doesn't start, Trent, Coutinho, and Jimenez. So James, Gordon, and Kane for a -8 have Son, or Jimenez and Cody to Veghorst and James for a -4. Yeah, again, like if you're wildcarding in game week 34, I think it would make sense to get rid of Trent if he's not starting. Like Trent, Coutinho, and Jimenez to James, Gordon, and Kane. I mean, they seem like pretty good upgrades to me.
Pretty good upgrades to me.
A -8 though.
I think that's a bit too much.
Gordon's okay. James
-8 is a bit too much.
Trent, Coutinho, and Jimenez. Yeah, it's okay, but I'd want
to
be
absolutely
sure that Trent doesn't start. I don't know if we're going to find out before the deadline. I mean, my personal opinion is he probably doesn't, but I just don't know. Luca Dean to Cancelo or €8 to James, or both for a hit. I mean, getting Cancelo and James in for €8 and Luca Dean does sound pretty good. I mean, I'm tempted to keep Luca Dean just in case he doubles in 34.
Yeah.
If he doesn't end up doubling in 34, I'll probably just sell him. It's just too long to hold on to him.
True.
I just don't need to get rid of him, really. Not yet, anyway. Luca Dean to Cancelo or €8 to James. I think €8 to James is probably better if you're only going to do one.
Yeah, he's cheap.
Right. This is all I can say for anyone looking to bring these players in. There is a chance that Trent, James, and Cancelo don't start
this week.
There's a chance that all three of them
could happen.
Start. So you could take a hit.
That could happen this week.
But it could be risky.
Because they got big games in the Champions League.
I mean, they're so good, it's probably worth that risk, but I think it's just worth saying before you bring them in, right?
Yeah.
They might not start this week more than any other. I still think, though, after the international break, they need a bit of rhythm, right? You want to get them playing. Give them 60 minutes. Maybe that's just hope more than anything.
True.
We'll play Trent, Robertson, Doherty with Luca Dean first up and no hits. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. But you've got Trent and Robertson. Like, Robertson's probably going to start. Doherty's fine against Newcastle. Luca Dean's not a bad first sub. So you could just do Aiden Yuri to James and bench Doherty and have Doherty and Luca Dean on the bench if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't think that defence needs a hit, to be honest.
No.
My opinion. We will get France in the quarters if we win our group and France win theirs. Yeah. By the way, right, for anyone, I want to know right now, anyone that's watching that's not English,
or got
an interest in the England national football team. So other countries that are in the World Cup, whether you're French, German, Spanish, whatever, anyone in the chat, do you work out who you are going to play after the groups? Because people make it sound like only English people do that, but surely everyone does that, no?
Everyone does that.
If I get through the groups, this is who I could play in the last 16 and quarters. Do other people do that?
Do other people do that?
No. You don't even look. Our last 16, I'm going to get this team. I think you're lying. I think anyone that said no is lying.
I think that anyone that says no who's lying.
English fans do that. English fans are so arrogant. They want to know
who's
playing next.
Just like Ronaldo, he's too arrogant. Too arrogant.
I'm from New Zealand. I'm just glad if we make the tournament. Obviously, we all do that. Irish people just desperate to qualify. Come on.
Yeah, but I can't see Republic of Ireland qualifying for World Cup. Maybe never again.
Okay. I'm a Spain
I could see the Irish ladies
Group F is tough. Dutch, yes,
having a better chance of qualifying for the World Cup. That could be.
I mean, fair enough, right? If you're from a country that not got
that could be this year for next year's Women's World Cup.
The seeds, right? The ones that went in the groups first, Spain, Brazil, etc. Surely. I'm Scottish. We don't need to worry about these things. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Andy loves England, hates Guinness and Tato, yet lives in Ireland.
Andy loves Guinness, but hates Guinness.
Tato's just overrated. It's just overrated. I'm sorry, Ireland. I'm sorry.
Guinness said it's overrated, and then he says, "Sorry, Ireland."
I might do it at some point. I just don't think it's a move that needs to be done now, personally. We're certainly not the only ones. A friend in Brazil have experts who have predicted Brazil versus England in the final. Oh, that would be great.
Oh, that would be great.
In the final, of course, but I think it's going to be tough this time.
I think it'll be tough this time.
Scotland's going to beat England. Scotland aren't even going to be at the World Cup, right? I'm joking. Chill out. Who's the best 4.1 million defender? I'm thinking of doing bench boost because my squad is strong. The best 4.1, what, this week? Oh, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
I can't remember last time I looked at cheap. Maybe Johnson for West Ham. Are they playing Everton at home?
Yeah.
Could be decent. Should start. I mean, off the top of my head, he's probably the best one. I can't even think about who's that cheap now. 4.1.
Not that many.
I'm going to say Johnson, unless someone else in the chat tells me this. I mean, Amati, but I don't know if he's guaranteed to play, to be honest. And also they're playing Man United. I think unless someone else says in the chat, I'm going to say Johnson and hope he starts. Is Dallo 4.2 million now? Wow, Dallo is 4.2 million. That is cheap, man.
Wow.
Cheap. Give me 33, maybe.
Dallo.
Continuing out for Havertz or Foden. Ooh, good question. See, I think there's a bit of a split between Chelsea.
I think there's a bit of a split.
If I wanted a player up to like game week 33, or even like game week 31 and 32, I'd pick Havertz. But I think longer term, I'd want Foden. So I guess you don't want to keep moving these players back. So I'm going to say Foden over Havertz.
Wow.
They're both really good.
They are.
But again, is Foden going to start this year? I don't know. I'm going to say.
No. But you never know.
Jimenez to Broja. And
Jimenez to Broja.
Already have their calls. I mean, -4 is obviously a bit different to those.
-4 is a bit different.
Jimenez to Broja and Size to James for a -4.
I mean,
sounds okay.
Sounds okay.
It depends who you're benching, right? Are you taking a -4 to bench someone really good? Fan to wildcard 34 and free hit 33. You not?
Got to check. Got to go to Planet FPL. James.
2 or 3-0 up at half time, might just take De Bruyne off.
In goal, he's got De Gea, Trent, Rudiger, Tierney, Cancelo, Robertson.
It wouldn't be unusual with Kev.
Captain
really
Salah,
Lewis, crack on, mate. He's on the captaincy.
Saka.
I do think he'll probably return.
Kulusevski, Belkarst, and his vice captain Kane.
Says, would you consider Chalobah over James?
Is bench to Bradke?
No, I mean I haven't got Chalobah in my predicted Chelsea.
That's a half the striker.
Actually. George says, "Hi James, who should I have?
Get his name.
Bench, Gelhardt or Barnes?
Fraser.
James Clark
and
James,
Ramsey. That's his bench.
Ramsdale or sell Ramsdale.
His
would be a
top
4.
captaincy picks.
Ramsdale. Just leave
Salah number 1, Kane number 2.
No best star.
Son number 3. Cancelo number 4. Robertson number 5.
Interesting hearing your thoughts on Tierney just then.
De Bruyne number 6.
Leaning to get rid so I can have 2.
Havertz number 7.
Well, interestingly.
Jota number 8. Belkarst number 9. And Richarlison number 10.
He played quite a bit higher. And there's the possibility that
the score that he's gone for 3-0 Liverpool against Watford, 1-1 Brighton and Norwich, 3-0 Man City away at Burnley, 2-0 Chelsea against Brentford. He's gone for 2-1 Southampton away at Leeds.
Then Xhaka probably pushes on that against
1 out of 3.
So it's difficult to say.
Wolves and Villa.
With Tierney is there. I want to say he scored or assisted in the fixture last year as well, maybe. I might be dreaming that.
I might be dreaming.
Sandeep says, hi James. Would to do Lacquer and Holgate to Weghorst and James for a hit. They already have Rudiger and can't get to Cancelo.
Can't get to Cancelo.
Interesting. I mean, I wouldn't buy Everton players, but I think what I already had, I'd play. To be honest, I believe that. I think I'd play Holgate. I think
he would play Holgate.
Start. He does, doesn't he? I think probably Coleman, Holgate, Keane, Godfrey would be my guess.
Would be my guess
tomorrow. FF Scope says, James, would you start Martinelli or Che Adams this week? It would be Che Adams for me.
Che Adams.
Dan Sheffield, Barnes or Breuer. Good luck, everyone. Breuer. Chim says, how much of an issue is bringing in a 4.5 million striker we're planning to bench boost in 36?
2-1 Man United against Leicester. 3-0 West Ham against Everton. 2-0 Tottenham against Newcastle. 2-1 Arsenal away at Palace. And he's gone for 2-1 Burnley against Everton. In midweek.
And actually, as said, even the likes of Cucho, Mateta, who may be standing out at the moment, is kind of above the 5 range. There's no guarantee they'll be good come 36 either. So, yeah, he's prohibitive. But if you feel like it's holding you back and affecting your team, get the 4.5 million striker, mate. And trust your bench boost with 13.
Trust your bench boost.
Get you like 3 points or so in the week. That would be the advice. Although that said, the glances back, obviously Leeds are probably likely to have a single, just Arsenal away in that week. So that's pretty grim. But you might find, I'd probably go down that route if you feel really prohibitive, and then just let's take a -4 on the day in 36 to just switch something about. Aaron Frost says, morning mate, Son to Salah is confirmed for me. Got Kane and Kulusevski.
Got to go back to Andy.
Better output. Shah versus Newcastle home or Roberts. I'd play Roberts. Honestly, I'd play Roberts.
You play Roberts, the Burnley defender.
There's going to be. I don't know if there's going to be massive swings, but there's going to be some swings in that game. Like
in that game,
Burnley and Everton. Some people are going to go for like Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin. Some people are going to go for defence. You know, if they score and Burnley lose their clean sheet, it sucks because obviously
it does.
City are probably going to beat them.
It does suck. If Burnley lose their clean sheet.
Will you start Trent and risk a cameo? Yes. Yeah. Well, there is a part of me that just wants to bench him, so I just don't think he starts, but I'm just not prepared to risk it, because if he does start, I'm not going to watch that Liverpool game, am I? Thoughts about my wildcard team: Pope, Schmeichel, Tierney, White, James, Robertson. Yeah, I don't know if I would have Rafinha on a wildcard. I mean, I guess I don't think it's a worse move because you obviously are going to have transfers going forward. I do think Rafinha is great for this week and next week. I would say it depends how many other transfers you got booked in. If you've got no transfers booked in right now, then Rafinha is probably okay to have on a wild card. If you're already thinking, I need to make this move back next week and game week 33, I've got to make 2 moves, I would just ship Rafinha now. But if you've got spare transfers to use,
you got spare transfers to use.
It looks pretty good. I'll be honest, I haven't given wildcard much of a thought. So how well do Pope and Schmeichel rotate? I would imagine pretty well because Schmeichel you'll need for the end of the season. Pope you need right now.
You need right now.
I'm not giving it like any updated thoughts. But it looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good.
We do it to plan ahead for our winter barbecues. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking about. Yeah, it's gonna be so weird having the World Cup over winter.
True. For the first time ever. Because I've never happened before.
Do I still go in shorts? Just pretend it's summer?
No. Not going to work.
Probably not, because I freeze.
So would
I still need to get Leicester and Burnley players on wildcard if I still have 2.
I would freeze.
36. That's a good question. The thing is, so what I would say is, for anyone that's got 2 free hits in a while, and is maybe wildcarding this week, when are you bench boosting? Because if you've got a bench boost, if you haven't got bench boost, then yeah, fair enough. Maybe you don't need a huge amount of Leicester and Burnley. But obviously they're doubling this week, so that's already extra fixtures. And they will, I think Leicester will probably double outside of 36 and game 37, and the fixtures will be quite good. So you can maybe have I don't think you don't need to go like massive, like 3 of each from each team. But maybe have the odd one in there. Would you do Barnes to Salah? Yes. And Jimenez to Beckles? Yes. Or Son to Salah and Jimenez to Kane for -4? Wait, hang on. Son to Salah and Jimenez to Kane. The second one's probably better.
Second one's probably better.
As well, right? We don't have Beckles. We have Salah and Kane. It's probably better. Start Tierney or Broya, Leeds is tempting. Yeah, I'd start Broya. No, I'm benching him, but again, like, look at my team. Who do I bench for him? Like, Lacazette, maybe?
Lacazette, maybe.
Lacazette's on penalties, you know? I'm kind of not doing my James transfer in case we get any kind of news, but I don't think we're gonna get it.
No.
I don't think we're gonna get it.
I don't think we're gonna get it.
I mean, why would we have Reece James news like now? They're not.
Why do we have Reece James news right now?
The 3 p.m. game in Ireland is Man City versus Norwich. Man City versus Burnley. There's no way I can watch that.
No.
With no Man City players.
Oh, he's got no Man City
what
players?
Have we got today?
I only have one.
What players have we got today? So obviously my double Liverpool, maybe. Reece
my
James
double Liverpool, maybe. As well, because
and then no one else, I don't think. No Man United players, no Everton, no West Ham.
I don't have a United player either.
Arsenal on Monday, that's it. I'm probably missing. Burnley, of course. I've got Beckos.
Oh, Beckos.
I will watch it. What's that about? Of course I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Beckos absolutely smash those 2 points.
Beckos going to smash those 2 points.
Jesus, can't believe I forgot I've got Beckos.
Beckos.
Rudiger to James, no hits required. Already got Beckos, so should I replace Coutinho with someone? Wonder who. You could do Coutinho to Foden or Havertz maybe, but Rudiger to James for no hits. As long as like it's not going to hurt your plans later on.
It's not going to hurt your plans later on.
For a hit, it's not worth it, but for free, could be. Jimenez to Beckles done. Lords, I think -4 for Pope makes sense with Ramsdale and the cycling GK in the squad. Yeah, I think if I had Ramsdale and he's a doubt for this week, I think Pope's a good move. I think you get 5 fixtures next 3.
Yeah.
You've got some pretty good fixtures after. I know Burnley defence is not as good as Arsenal.
I could actually I actually could take a risk.
If I had Ramsdale and Foster. I think I would. It's easy to say because I don't have to make it, but I would probably do it, I think.
I could actually take a risk and get Nick Pope.
Coutinho to Sancho for a -8 on top. I don't do that here. I don't mind Coutinho to Sancho, but I don't think you can do it for an additional hit this week. You can just do it later on. Pickford over Pope if you don't have a wild card. I think. Well, I think it depends who your second keeper is, right? Because Pope's got 3 extra fixtures this week, 33, and he'll have 1 more. Pickford's got 4, is it? I think it's, or is it 3? Is it still 3? It's 31. Haven't they both got 3 extra fixtures? So I don't know if Pickford is better than Pope. I think it depends who your second keeper is. I think if you've got Dubravka, Pickford definitely rotates with him better than Pope because of the double in 33. This is the problem right now with FPL. It's so complicated.
It is.
Depending on which goalkeeper you got, what hits you got,
which goalkeeper you got,
when you're using them. It's mad.
It is. It is mad.
Trent to James, Matthew. Trent to James, Jimenez to Weghorst, Son to Salah for a -8. Do you need to do a -8?
Do you need to do a -8?
I mean, don't get me wrong, doing Son to Salah sounds pretty good. Can you just fund it with one of the other moves, like Jimenez to Weghorst? I'm guessing probably not.
I'm guessing probably not.
I mean, it's okay, I guess, to get Salah captain in. A -8? Oh, I don't know.
-8, I don't know.
About selling Coutinho? Because he's out of form. That's why. He's out of form because you know what? Fixtures matter. That's why.
Fixtures matter.
No, I don't think Coutinho needs to be like a mass sell either. I think people are just looking. I don't think people are looking to actively sell. He's just like, if you think about what people's teams look like, maybe they're similar to this, but they've got Coutinho instead of, I don't know, Saka or Kulusevski, I don't know, someone like that, or Rafinha. It's just like a downgrade mostly to upgrade someone else. Hashtag fixtures matter. Yeah.
Hashtag exactly. Fixtures matter.
I need to get salary for Son, but who would you take out, Trent or Jimenez for over Robertson with Tessa? I'd take out Jimenez, I think. I mean, Trent to Roberts, I mean, it's not necessarily, it's not the worst call.
It's not the worst call.
I think with Trent, you just have to decide how you're getting him back, how easily that can happen, and if you can't easily get him back, how happy are you to go about him? The only thing I say with Trent is I think in the short term, people that sell Trent could easily get away with it. Like, I know it's a lot this week, I know everyone doesn't agree, but I think Trent versus Man City and Trent versus Man United, that is 2 games where Liverpool could concede. Don't get me wrong, right? Man City, much higher chance than Man United of scoring, but and I know Liverpool beat us 5-0. I don't think that's going to happen.
I remember that, yeah.
Liverpool will win that match, and they probably will score 2-3, maybe they will score 4 goals, who knows? But I think I can see Man United scoring against Liverpool.
Wow.
So I think in the very short term, and obviously there's not many game weeks left, I think people could get away without selling Trent. The problem is kind of game week 34 onwards. The other problem is if he starts today, obviously, but I just don't know whether that's going to happen. We shouldn't we shouldn't. I know it's like it's obvious. We shouldn't forget how good Trent is. Like he is so good.
He is so good.
Onwards, I really would want him. I think if you were doing like Trent to Robertson, okay, maybe you make that move and maybe Robertson keeps up. But Trent's numbers are just ridiculous. Like
they are.
And Reece James are.
Trent's numbers are just ridiculous.
So I tweeted about it like a week or 2 ago. I think I saw Sigurd tweet about it yesterday. Just like sometimes you just need to see a reminder just to realise how crazy they are. Like
how crazy they are.
Numbers. I know not everyone cares about stats, but their numbers.
But their numbers.
Players like Saka and they're defenders.
So
I think people might get away with it for the next 3 game weeks.
For the next 3 game weeks.
Onwards, what do you do? And maybe you get away with it. Maybe 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Maybe you don't have Trent. Maybe if you're free hitting 36,
maybe if you're free hitting 36.
But maybe you don't.
Or maybe you don't.
That's all I would think about when you sell Trent. Best goalkeeper pair, Pope and either Schmeichel or Dubravka. I think Pope. Let me quickly check. I think Pope rotates better with Schmeichel. I think. I'm just going to check though. That makes sense in my head anyway.
That makes sense in my head.
Yeah, like Schmeichel and Pope rotate ridiculously well. To be honest. So I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
It's obviously quite expensive though, that's the only thing. But if you can afford it, I think that's the way you go. The problem with Pope and Dubravka is like they both double in 33, for example.
Yeah.
So I think if you can afford it, you go Pope and Schmeichel. The only team news that I have is that if you've got Robertson and Salah, you should be fine.
I don't think I'm not going to make a transfer this week.
And I wish I knew. I wish I knew about Trent. Because if Trent's benched, if I knew Trent was benched, I would bench him. What's the time? 22. I don't want to get to my Reece James transfer.
Just check.
Thiago Silva is better than Van Dijk. Don't at me. No one's going to at you. It's not worth the time, is it?
Yeah.
Coutinho and Broja to Kulusevski and Weghorst. Coutinho and Broja to Kulusevski and Weghorst -4. I'd maybe just roll in that case, to be honest. Well, Kulusevski's pretty. I mean, Kulusevski's still pretty good. I think we kind of like. I always talk about this. It's always like blocks of time where, like, we've talked about Spurs play so much because they've had the double of the game in 30. Now they're kind of forgotten about it because they've got no double in 33. But their fixtures are still pretty good. So Kulusevski and Weghorst for a -4 over Coutinho and Broja. Part of me thinks that's a pretty good move. I mean, Coutinho. Oh, by the way, sorry, something that I've forgotten. Coutinho does blank in game 33, so that is worth saying. So a lot of people are looking to maybe remove him. He doesn't play in 33. Now he might double in 34. That's not guaranteed though.
Thanks.
But he's only got 2. He's got Wolves, and then who's the next game? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Wolves and Spurs.
I've talked to them.
Yeah. So actually, right. So I know I've been
after the match.
I know I've kind of been more on the pro side of him. Like, it's not ideal, really, for Coutinho. Wolves away, Spurs at home, then a blank. I mean, that is why people are thinking about selling him. I completely forgot about the blank. So in that case, like Coutinho and Broja to Kulusevski and Weghorst, I think that repays you over the next 3 weeks. So I'm going to say yes. I
will talk to them after the match is over.
Inside Anfield. What's that? Are you sorry? Is this a Twitter account, or is this like are you actually inside Anfield right now, getting some rumours?
After the match is over.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Simicast has put an Instagram story up, and from what I remember,
Simicast has put up an Instagram story up. Is that right?
Maybe Robertson's not playing.
Ooh. Robertson might not be playing. I'm actually going to take a picture of my team.
The problem is, this always happens.
As well.
I'll get some information, and people start posting counter information. I panic that my stuff's wrong. Then it always ends up being right. Simicast right back.
Simicast right back.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway. I mean, we've still got 18 minutes, so who knows?
Still got 18 minutes, who knows?
Okay, that's good. Yeah, my information is that Robertson starts, so.
But we will see.
Oh, panic. Okay. As far as I know, Robertson and Salah are starting. I hope he does. Coutinho. Oh yeah, sorry. Trent and Luka Dean. To Robertson and Laporte. Yeah, I kind of like those upgrades. As long as Trent doesn't start. I don't know if it's starting. If it's to fund Luka Dean to Laporte, I mean, that's, especially if that's for free, that sounds pretty good to me.
Sounds
pretty good to me. Caveats I just spoke about with Trent. James and Tierney or regular, I think. Your wild card in 34. Well, Tierney has double in 33, so and pretty good fixtures before. Who should be my first sub on the bench to inevitably come on for Trent? Cody or Broja? Got
Cody or Broja?
But no Spurs. Thoughts? I mean, is it a strong plan if you've got no Spurs? I mean, Spurs are less relevant than they have been.
Spurs are less relevant.
36 probably won't be that good. And obviously, there's lots of St. Davies. But, I mean, Kane's still looking great, right?
Kane's still looking great.
Still a great price. So, a strong plan for game with 38, but no Spurs. I mean, it could work.
It could work.
But a lot of people could captain Kane next week. So, how certain am I about Robertson starting? The same as always.
That's all I
have. I'm never going to sit here and say I'm 100% certain because
I'm 100% certain.
Directly, you know. But as far as I know, he's starting from the same place that all the other information. You know, remember when I said that him and Trent were being benched? Same place.
Same place.
Ramsdale to Pickford for a hit to Bradford, the other goalkeeper. I think I probably would do that if I had Ramsdale. But again, I don't have Ramsdale, so I
don't have
Ramsdale. But my general thoughts are I probably would do that. Jesus, we're going back a bit now. Northern Irish Tato. Geez, there must be no super chats I need to catch up on. Northern Irish Tato are better than Republic, by the way. Oh, really? I just picked up a bar of cheese, onion, flavoured chocolate. I know people were making out like that cheese, onion, chocolate bar was new, but I'm pretty sure they've done it before. I'm pretty sure I've had it. It wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
Need to bring Salah back in. Probably Rafinha. But I think Maddison's better long term.
But not this week.
Better next two. But you'd probably lose Rafinha, I guess. Any thoughts on De Gea to keep it till the end of the season? There's much better goalkeepers than Dan.
Yeah.
For FPL, I would say.
I'm afraid so.
For the end of the season. Yeah, I've all the Liverpool news I've got, I've already said.
All the Liverpool news I've got.
I'm not going to get any new information, so I'm not going to be able to tell you if Trent starts or not. That is it, I'm afraid. So if you're waiting around for more Liverpool news, there's very unlikely to be any, I would say. Any thought? Yeah. Sell Son to Salah and captain. Yes.
Yes.
Saka, Lacazette, Tierney, Lamptey, Weghorst can only pick three. I mean, Weghorst, easy. Saka, and then Lamptey's got Norwich, hasn't he? Well, I'd probably play Saka.
Lamptey's got Norwich, yeah. But to be fair, Brighton have been terrible. The last few weeks, to be honest with you. Huh?
Pope, Sarr, or Tierney, Livramento, or Broja, Lewin? I don't get that question. Is that either or? If so, I guess Pope, Tierney, Calvert-Lewin. You're down the 90-minute deadline, I know. If it was still an hour before, we'd know. We'd be finding out for sure.
Yeah.
But as it is, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
I wouldn't do too many more super chats. I don't think there's a chance I'll get through all of them. There's just so many. Bench 2, Broja, Kulusevski, Martin. I would probably play all the attackers. Yeah, I'd play all the attackers probably. Ramsdale to Pope, Trent to James, both for -4. I would just do Ramsdale to Pope, I think, and not take the hit.
Not take the hit.
Unless I hear otherwise in the next 13 minutes, I'm just going to play Trent and hope that he starts. But yeah, there's a good chance he's benched, to be honest.
True.
Thoughts on Ramsdale to Pope when already on the -4. Again, I quite like Ramsdale to Pope. I think. I don't know. It's annoying because the problem is Ramsdale could play. He's not completely ruled out.
He's not completely ruled out.
This week, well, Pope's only really gained Man City because Ramsdale's got a good fixture. He's got an okay fixture in 32 as well, and then he doubles in 33 anyway. So it's a tricky one, but I think it's a tricky one. Probably. Is Trent to Robertson pointless for a -4 for just 31 and 32? Probably, yeah, probably. Even we all know what Mo can do. Differential armband on Kane for this week. Can't deny his fault. Yeah, look, if you don't want to captain Salah, Kane's the next best option, I think, this week, yeah. Wildcard active Trent, Chalobah, and 3.8 million defender, or Robertson, Doherty, and Amity. How much is Chalobah?
A
lot of people looking at him now with the rotation looming. 4.7.
4.7.
You can get. I think the. It's probably Robertson, Doherty, and Amity, to be honest. Play one of Broja, Doherty, Coutinho, and White. Probably Broja.
Probably Broja.
Or Doherty and Mount. Robertson and Marseille. Bench 2 of Broja, Tierney, Ramsey, play Trent. Bench 2 again. Ramsey. Oh yeah. So I'd probably play Broja. I was looking at Ramsey thinking, what's Ramsey got to do with this?
What's Ramsdale going to do with this?
Games for Ireland during the international break. I'm still playing him. The worst thing about players like Doherty, James, Trent, etc., if they don't play, they could all come on. What happened to always captain the double game week attacker? What happened was Burnley versus Man City and Salah versus Watford.
I think Salah could get 4 goals or a hat-trick. Anything can happen.
Trent on the bench at the moment. Would you play him over any of these 11? Doherty, Cancelo, Tierney, Saka. I mean, I'm literally playing him over Tierney once I get Reece James in. So yeah, I probably would.
Play
him out of him. Start Barnes or Broya. Continue to have us Jimenez, Dcl, Luka Dean, Cancelo, Ramsdale. Which would you do this week? I mean, the Jimenez, Dcl, you don't need the money.
Jump her on.
So probably Luka Dean to Cancelo. No, I'd probably do Ramsdale to Pope, yes. Broya again. Any Trent news? No. We'll transfer out for Cancelo. I think it depends. Like, can you get Cancelo another way? Like, I've talked about Trent a lot now. What are you going to do after game week 34? Would be my big question if you sell him. I'm not trying to sit on the fence, but I'm
not trying to sit on the fence. 10 minutes to the deadline closes.
If you think Trent's bench, which he could be, but we don't know.
Then,
I think selling him up until game week 33 is probably okay. What do you do after game week 34? Do you go without him? He's getting back. I don't think there's a right or wrong.
I don't think there's a right or wrong.
I could sell him this week, but I'm not. But then I can get Reece James or Cancelo without having to sell him, so it's a bit different for me. Son to Salah and Jimenez to Son to Salah and Jimenez to Vegas, or risk no Salah for 2 weeks. I would just get Salah. It's just like, we could talk about upside and not having Salah. It's Salah, like, you've got to pick your moments for going.
You've got to pick your moments.
And I just think Salah versus Watford at home is probably not the time to do it.
Not the time to do it.
Salah starts. Yeah, I told you that ages ago.
Andy told him that ages ago.
Son to De Bruyne free transfer. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think.
I wouldn't do that. I think.
To be honest, I mean, I quite like De Bruyne this week in the game 33, and then onwards. But I think he's got to play Liverpool next week. Yeah, Salah Stein's not really. Salah starting, yes. Well, we knew that already.
We knew that already.
As far as I know, Robertson starting as well. Oh, is he saying that Gomez is right back?
Right back.
Where's he saying that? Oh, I see. Gomez right back. Okay.
Gomez.
Okay. Well, there you go. If you want an excuse to sell Trent, there you go. I'm going to bench him.
I think I'm going to bench Trent as well.
Oh. I'm checking Twitter.
He's checking.
What am I checking for, though? I see the reply. He said it's Simicast Stein right back, and he said Gomez right back. I'm getting James. Yeah, I'm getting James. Relax.
Relax.
Again, as I've said for the last hour or so, I know you've not all been here. As far as I know, Robertson and Salah are starting. Trent was the one I wasn't sure on, and according to Spy on Cop, Gomez right back. I don't think I'm going to sell Trent. I just don't. Well, could I sell Trent? I don't know if I want to start thinking about selling Trent with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Just doesn't sound ideal, does
No.
it? I could do like Trent and Sykes to Robertson and James. But then I don't think it's worth taking a hit to not play Tierney, to be honest with you.
I'm not making a goalkeeper transfer. I might not get that many points with if the bracket.
Reece James probably won't start either.
Because Ramsdale is out for Monday, but we'll see what happens. Just never know with these keepers these days. As well. He's having his water. Oh, God. Don't you do.
Good job you still have World Cup. My team is fine.
His team is fine.
So I'm trying to decide. Someone asked me a question if we got any Trent news. Okay, let me get Reece James in a sec.
Sister James. Dun, dun, dun.
Having him third on the bench just does not feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
Just doesn't feel right.
Does that make Salah a West captain? Possibly a little bit, yeah.
I think I'm going to put Trent on the bench.
There's still part of me that wants to play him, just in case.
Right.
Just in case. Oh, it doesn't feel right. I think I'm going to do it. If he... Oh, hang on.
Now I'm going to leave Trent starting. Just in case. Going to put Lucas Dean as my first bench.
He's tweeted out now. He's tweeted the Gomez thing out. Use your words. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to work out whether...
Put your second, yeah.
He's the kind of bloke who can get a return in the last 20 minutes. Yeah, of course he can. But
of course he can.
I think I've just seen Samuel Martin's tweet. He says, "Be funny if Trent was just playing central midfield and Gomez." He didn't say this, but basically saying Gomez right back. Maybe Trent's just playing central midfield. Hurry up with what?
Hurry up with
what? The deadline? The source that's tweeting about Gomez right back.
Hello, General Sir.
He's usually pretty good. He's usually pretty good.
It's okay. It's okay. Just a bit of cold all week. So I only got 2 minutes left and then the deadline closes.
What do you want me to hurry up?
I'm not making a transfer, so that's my team. A bit of a change. Lucas Dean is not my second bench now. He's now my first bench now. Emil Smith-Rowe now my second bench.
It's not long.
I hope
play Doherty or Jacob Ramsey.
Better soon. Thanks,
Trent White, Madison, Havertz, Saka, pick 3.
So my team before I go. Ramsdale go. He could be a doubt. Well, but we see what happens on Monday. Cancelo, Rudiger, Trent, Dawson, Jerbone. He could be back. Kulusevski, Rafinha, Salah's my captain. Lacazette, my vice captain Belcourt, who has a double game week. My bench, Dubravka.
I guess
he could be coming off my bench.
I guess my question is, why would I sell
Lucas Dean, Emil Smith-Rowe, and Joshua King. To be fair, Joshua King is not going to get none. Away Liverpool. Yeah.
I'm just checking that. Yeah,
you just checking that.
Not a fake Slimer Cup.
Thank you to everybody for liking 287. Yeah, I'm not going to make a transfer. I'm going to roll my transfer. So I have two, and that's it. Everyone, time is up. So thank you for watching this 2 hour deadline stream on TikTok. Fancy Premier League, double game week 31. Thank you for watching. So best luck to all the managers in the mini league overall, and the fancy cup as well. So best luck to all the other fancy managers. Best luck for game week, double game week 31. And I'm going to love you, leave you. Always true, sound true. Stay clever, think it together, and take care of yourselves, and look after yourselves. And I will see you again on
that probably will be a good thing, right?
Friday at half 4. So see you then. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. So I thought I did.